Welcome to the Wiltern Theatre. This was originally built in 1931. It was designed by G. Albert Landsberg, who also did the Shrine Auditorium, the Palace Theatre downtown, the Orpheum Theatre downtown. The interior was designed by Anthony Heinsbergen, who also did many of the famous murals in the downtown theaters, the United Artists mural, the Palace murals on the sides of the Palace. The interior and exterior are Art Deco style. The exterior uses a special green terracotta that was the color was developed for this building, and it's a very unique looking building on the exterior. The Wiltern Theatre was originally named the Warner Theatre, and then was turned into the Wiltern Theatre with a little dash in between, based on Wilshire and Western. It's now known as the Wiltern Theatre. It was originally a movie house. There were three main curtains. There was an asbestos curtain, a main curtain, and I think the other one was called a scene curtain. The only curtain that still exists is the asbestos curtain. It stopped being a movie theater in the 70s and was closed down in 1979. The chairs were stripped, the lighting fixtures were all stripped out of the theater, and it was getting ready for demolition. The preservation community sort of got its act together because of the Wiltern Theatre, saved it from demolition. There was actually a demolition permit pulled, and they were ready. Bulldozers were ready to go. People from the LA Conservancy that went on to form the Los Angeles Historic Theater Foundation were there stopping the bulldozers. When it was designed in '31 as a movie palace, the stage really wasn't big enough for large-scale productions. When Wayne Ratkovich came in and did this major restoration, besides the aesthetic things, there was a 30-foot hole in the ceiling that had to be repaired. There was a lot of paint that had to be redone. Light fixtures had to be either found and bought back or replicated. In addition to all of those things, there was some major work done behind the scenes. The stage house was extended back all the way up to the Flag Gallery, but back to make the theater deeper so that actually a Broadway show could come in here. They added some new dressing rooms, so there was some behind-the-scenes work that the audience doesn't get to enjoy, but these are important things to make this a usable, living theater. In the 1985 renovation, the seating was replaced much as it was in the original theater. So there was a rake and there were auditorium seats. In the early 2000s, I think 2005, they did a terracing of the main floor of the auditorium. This gives 5 flat terraces. It gives them the ability to either have dance areas, but also to have tables and chairs. They can serve food and drinks. This is not the original layout, and it is. Some people are not very excited about seeing a terraced theater, but it was done in a way that could be reversed. In fact, the seats are all being stored and saved if ever they want to go back. And the other thing is that this makes it a living, used theater. There's active concert schedule going on, and in my opinion, if it's done in a reversible way, it's better to have the terracing and have people in the theaters using them and seeing shows than to have an empty museum. The best way to see the Wiltern Theatre is to come on one of our All About tours. Not only will you see the public areas, the auditorium, the lobby, you'll also get a chance to go behind the scenes. You'll be able to walk on stage. You'll be able to walk into the dressing rooms where the stars were. You'll be able to go into the projection booth. You'll see areas that the public can normally not get into. So if you want to see the Wiltern Theatre or any of our movie palaces, you should come to our All About tours.